So I want to react to this video that was actually submitted by our channel member, Labia30, who went ahead and showed off this video coming in from Andrew Mark David, who posted about the Thinkpad X1 Fold Gen 2. Now, in my last video, I talked about, the possible Surface Neo replacement, which of course was not this device, but very similar to this device. It kind of looked like this device, but it had a hinge down the middle. This device is more or less what a Surface Neo would have been, because while yes, the Surface Neo does have a hinge down the middle, it's such a small hinge, and the two displays connect together so perfectly. While the last device we looked at, there was a huge hinge down the middle, and the displays did not correctly line up in a perfect orientation, while this one would. Now, this is being called by Lenovo as the first truly foldable laptop. Of course, it is not currently out on the market yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, because we have an in-depth look at this posted by Andrew Mark David. I'll leave a link down below in the description to his video. So starting off right away, let's just take a look at this shot right here. This is why I said before, when it comes to foldable laptops, foldable tablets, across the board, it's just going to push this industry in the correct direction so that we eventually are going to be able to really see a boom in the foldable phone market, right? And stuff like this industry pushing out products like this pushes that even farther, because this increases the, technology when it comes to foldable glass, foldable displays, which, let's be honest, we are really still in the infancy when it comes to foldable phones in general. We are in no way are we at a point where we can say, okay, yeah, foldable phones, we're at, this degree, or we have gotten to this point yet. No, we have 4 generations of foldable phones for the Z Fold series. We saw people who have phones displays break. They're not as durable as they could be. There are issues with them. It's a whole entire mess. And then we have the Surface Duo 1 and 2 that doesn't have foldable phones at all. They're more or less just 2 screens put together. We have Oppo, who is now in their 2nd generation of foldable phones. And Google Pixel Fold coming out sometime this year. Other than that, we don't really have much at all. Obviously, the Flip series of Samsung, but there's not too much to go off of. So when you have companies like Lenovo who are known and trusted, it's nice to see them create decent products. So you can see right here, the crease down the middle looks like there will be a little bit of a crease. Obviously, that's kind of, inevitable, especially when it comes to a first-gen product like this. You're going to see some type of crease of some kind, which, to be honest, doesn't look that horrendous at all. We can see it right here, it fully open, and it does look absolutely gorgeous, especially looking straight down the line here. I don't see anything too crazy. Now, when it's in this orientation, obviously the vertical orientation, now we can see the crease just a tad bit, kind of sneaking its ugly head up, and definitely a little bit of a crease right there. Which again, this happens whenever you have a Z Fold series, a Z Flip series, whatever phone with a foldable display, you're going to have in the correct light / correct orientation, that crease is going to look absolutely disgusting. Just how it works, just how it always is, it's going to happen. But without that correct orientation or light, that's when, like this, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Because when you have everything blended together perfectly, you don't see that, problem that would be there. Now, here's my problem and my issue I have with this, right? It's because I own a Z Fold series phone, right? And my biggest issue with the Z Fold series is that when you're scrolling on the Z Fold series, the little crease across the middle, if you click on that on the screen in that area, it actually is not fully calibrated to literally point dot, right? So like, for example, if I'm scrolling through the screen and I click on something, let's say a link that's perfectly in center with the crease, it will actually sometimes not work for me. It will click above the link, below the link. It will not click the actual link. This really is annoying when I'm listening to the music in the car and I have my Z Fold series plugged in, because if you guys do not own a Z Fold series, it's almost like a personal tablet in your car. When I'm using it in the car and I have it set up like that, that's when it's probably the most annoying, because I'm trying to listen to music. So I'm trying to click on a song while I'm driving, click, bam, and look what happens. It doesn't click the right song because of the crease. I wonder how that works with this tablet here. Again, he's only looking at a first look on this display right here. We don't have a true orientation of it. Well, I'm sorry, a true experience of it from a long time user, or user after, let's say, a month or 2 months, where we would get more or less a generalized look of, okay, this is what it looks like, and this is what we can take away from it. We don't have that right now, and we're not going to find that out until it actually fully comes out, and then we can actually, you know, really look at it and break it down. So right here, he's skipping forward. He does look at the camera module, which I believe this has a, I'm not sure what camera that has on it. Does he actually look at the camera? I know he has a camera things here. Hang on. Which, again, these cameras on these devices, when it comes to foldable laptops, computers, a lot of times they're there because they have to be there, right? It's an extra little piece of the puzzle to add on to these tablets or devices. But a lot of times they're absolute dog water when it comes to camera modules. They're not usually that good. And yeah, so as you guys can see, when it is folded up, it does look like a little personal textbook. I mean, a little personal notebook, which is really the catch when it comes to these devices, is the ability to close it and actually see it look pretty much more or less like a personal little thing you put in your bag, put it in your pocket, and you kind of walk away and not have many issues with it. It does look right here at the internals of it, which it looks like it has, what, one battery right here. Note wireless charging cord, which is not surprising at all. Actually, is this the same device? Hang on. I'm not sure if this is the exact same device, but this device right here looks like it has, and he does slowly take it apart. All right, so Wi-Fi chip. Okay. Packaging, and then obviously conclusion, which is his final opinions of the device. And again, like I said, I love it. Because even if Lenovo releases this and it's not to the top of level, right? It's not the insane, crazy, amazing technology that we all know and love. It pushes the industry forward. And that more or less is the most important thing you could possibly do, especially in a very new industry, in an industry that doesn't have much when it comes to, you know, kind of groundwork to work on. This is the best thing possible to have that little bit extra oomph added to it. So, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.